activate.
This is Living Power with Dan Hurst.
Ever have troubles and trials in your life that just irritate the fool out of you? I'm not talking about overwhelming. Some troubles and trials are overwhelming, and we're going to talk about those. But troubles and trials just seem to be a way of life for us, do they not? We always have troubles and trials, little things that, what's going on? There's a trouble and trial. Oh, Brian and Dawn, Brian's granddaughter. That's Evangeline. Did I say it right, Brian?
I think it's like Evangelina.
Evangelina? She was born, when was she born?
On the 29th at 10:38 p.m.
19 pounds and 12 ounces?
8 pounds and
9 ounces.
I was close. I knew there was a 9 in there somewhere.
That's a big baby.
I knew there was so congratulations, you guys. You know what? The picture is obviously just a little blurry, but that's what happens when you get in a rush with a brand new baby. And so congratulations, you guys. She's a little sweetheart. So congratulations. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's go to trials and tribulations and the trials and troubles that come along your way. Last Sunday last Sunday I was with you, we talked about crisis praying, how to pray in the crisis and what you do, how do you prepare for those times in your life when crisis comes along. And those things are very clearly marked, and I've already lost my glasses. Did I set my glasses down there anywhere? This may be a very short lesson, guys. I may have set them back there somewhere. I'm falling apart here. Thank you. I'll tell you why. Thank you. I'll tell you why thank you, Brian. I'll tell you why I'm falling apart. When I got sick, I went to the doctor I got sick on Thursday, woke up on Christmas morning, had no voice. The next day, Marcia calls the doctor to see if I could get in to see him. Well, it's a new doctor. And so, if you're a new patient, you can't see him for about 3 years. And so I'm going, okay, fine, whatever we have to do. And then all of a sudden, the lady says, oh, we have an opening at 3 o'clock. Okay, we'll take it. We go in at 3 o'clock, go through all the new patient stuff and everything, The doctor is delightful. I love him. He's from India, and he has a very, very heavy accent, but just a charming, charming man. He was in Joplin. He was during the tornado in Joplin. He was at the hospital, working at the hospital when that tornado devastated Joplin. So interesting story. And so he looks at me and he says, "Oh, your throat is very, very angry," and he was right. My throat was killing me, and I couldn't speak. And he said, "And you are very, very, very heavy." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, no chips, no cookies, no cakes." And he went through this whole thing of C's that I can't have anymore: chips, cookies, cakes, chocolate, and creams. Creams? You mean? What do you mean creams? Oh, ice creams, sour creams. Soft creams, no creams. So I can't, that's the bottom line. I can have fruit. And but the worst part of it all was Marcia was sitting right there. And so she knows all of this now. And so it's like, criminally. So I go to get my voice back and I lost my life. So now I have to lose weight and I have to start exercising and I'm bitty, bitty heavy. We all have troubles and trials in our lives, little things that just irritate the fool out of us, and they just make life difficult sometimes. This morning when I woke up, I looked out the back window there and looking out on the lake, and I heard some noise, and there's a bunch of geese out there. I hate geese. Geese, as you know, I think geese are demons with feathers. And so there's a bunch of geese out on the lake, and there was one goose they're by the shore. They're all by the shore, right by my yard. So I got a very clear picture of this. And there's one goose that's kind of standing up in the water and just bathing. They'll do that. They'll splash water. Now, I don't know how cold it was this morning, but it had to be like minus 40 degrees in the water. And this stupid goose is standing out there taking a shower in the middle of the lake, and the other geese around him are all asleep. They all have their heads tucked under their wings, and they're all asleep. They're cold. It's cold out there, except for Morty. Morty's out there going, going through this whole thing, just don't copy that, Brian. Going through this whole thing, showering, I love waking up in the mornings. I'm just a morning kind of guy. I just love it. This is just great and everything. And I'm looking at him. These other geese are all asleep. And finally, the goose that's next to him, who apparently is getting a little splashed, pulls his neck out from under his wing, looks at Morty, and just beaks him. And then sticks his head back under his wing and goes back to sleep. I thought, that's the way I feel sometimes. I just want to beak somebody, just one time, just people that irritate you. Ever had people like that? Of course you do. We all do. We all have those trials and those troubles in our lives that just irritate us.
On behalf